Blue Water Climate Control. From heating and AC installation and repair, commercial or residential, when you choose Blue Water Climate Control, we offer solutions, not a sales pitch. Blue Water Climate Control. Veteran-owned, superior service.
Andrew, hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Collective Unfiltered, your favorite place to be. Typically, it's Monday night. We had to swap things around with the Bug and 2MC show. Bug, say what up to the people.
What up, people? Sorry, y'all. I'm hungry. I'm thirsty.
Guys, I do not know what's going on with my computer volume. I can't hear a thing. So, Bug, while I figure that out, go ahead and knock out the sponsors.
All right, what's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Collective Unfiltered. Today is 2/2/22. Shout out to our sponsors, Alexis Hornbuckle Basketball. She's back in the gym, so make sure y'all check out the website so you can get locked in with her privates. Shout out to our guy Nelson Garcia down in Miami, Florida, just past the tutoring. Learning made simple. All of your ACT, SAT, and PSAT prep needs. Also, shout out to our girl Terry Holder at Orange Mountain Designs. Make sure y'all go check out the new store out in Alcoa. And of course, the gold standard sports. I can't even say my own company. The gold standard sports performance, fitness and sports performance. And lastly, certainly but not least, shout out to Billy Ratliff's Tap 40 Grill Sports Bar Experience. Lex, what's up, man? You're not technologically savvy to come on now, get the volume together. How's everybody doing today? Can y'all hear me? Give me a thumbs up in the chat if you can hear me. What's up, Denise? What's up, Jason? Can y'all hear me? Yes, hello, they can hear me, Lex. So it's gotta be you. Check. We hear you.
Sorry, guys, for the background noise.
How's everybody doing on this second day of February? Apologies, y'all. Rachel, I'm eating some salt and vinegar chips. I'm so hungry. I just walked in the door, but they are really good. Well, while Lex is getting her audio together, I don't know why she can't figure this out.
Yo, I can hear you. I don't know why my computer's not working. I can hear you vaguely. Chica did knock my computer off.
Awesome. Denise,
okay. What's
weather
up, y'all?
is so up in Indy. Yeah, y'all about to get a crazy storm, I hear.
Oh, yeah, the snow?
Oh, yeah, that storm is about to be crazy. So, Denise, hope you got everything you need, because it looks like y'all might be indoors a little bit. But anyway, welcome to another episode of the Collective Unfiltered. We apologize for the delay and Lex's technical difficulties. What's up, Mary? How you doing?
Yo, what's up, everybody?
So, Lex, did you catch that Lady Vol game on Monday though?
I did catch it. I watched it. I was exhausted, but I stayed awake for every bit of that, including overtime. And then my eyes just gracefully closed on their own immediately following. So that is why I wasn't on Buck and 2MC show. But this is the bottom line. We came back after a loss. We got the dub, right? We get the win. I'm happy about the win. But I was expecting after a loss, especially an SEC loss that's not to like a South Carolina type team caliber team, 10, 15 point victory. So I'm happy we got the win. We've proven time and time again that we can pull out, hard games or close games. I just want to see us dominate. And I know we're missing Keegan Green. and people are going to have to step up. I mean, at first it was Ray Burrell was out for the beginning of the season. She's back, and for a second we had everybody. Now Kean's gone for the rest of the season again, and that's a big hit to take. But we got to step up and get these dubs, ladies, because I'm sticking to it. When we are rolling on all cylinders, I really believe we could be a Final Four team.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Definitely agree. But nonetheless, they pulled out that dub. Keep it moving. Next game. Next game is UConn.
Do we have one before that? No, we play tomorrow. We play tomorrow night versus we play tomorrow night at TBA against either Ole Miss or Mississippi State. Can somebody help me out here? Guys, I'm sorry. My mind is all over the place. But yeah, we play tomorrow. We play Florida tomorrow. I'm all over the place then. Stop lying, Rachel. Yeah. Oh, okay. Shatina said it too. My bad, Rachel and Shatina. All right, so Florida. Let's smack them Gators.
Yeah, Gator hater.
And it's away. What schedule was I looking at? Jesus.
Clearly you a little off there.
Hey, y'all pray for me. It's been a very blessed, productive day. You can't is Sunday. It is. Listen, we gonna get this win at UConn, but I need y'all to come out to Tap 40 Grill. We having a watch party with Terry Holder, Orange Mountain Designs, 11-3. Y'all know I'm on the mic. We have Michelle Marciniak in the building, Pat Hatmaker, some other LVFLs, not only just players, but staff members. Debbie Jennings usually comes through. So it's going to be an exciting time. I'm trying to get Nikki Anasiki to come out, but I know she don't take them babies out nowhere. So, we'll see about that. But y'all come support, come show love. Wear the orange. I'm trying to flood out Tap 40 in orange. All right. Wear the orange. Wear it proud. Let's get this dub. And y'all help keep me sane, because if this game is close, I'm gonna need some help. I'm just saying.
I'll be there in spirit.
Absolutely. I already know it. And just so y'all know, it's February. We might get the shortest month of the year, but it's Black History Month. And we will be highlighting a Black excellent, or someone of Black excellence, I should say. I think that sounds better, right?
Yeah, that sounds a lot better. Yep.
And we will do so shortly. So briefly, we did watch the men. They got their win last night. Coming off, the men have been up and down. Look, I don't know how much you've gotten to watch of our volunteers. When we look good, we look good. I mean, we like, ooh, we in there, we at the top. And then when we are mediocre or just playing bad, it's like, oh my Jesus, who signed these kids? But they're relatively young. We don't have any like studs that are going to drop, 25 every single game. But shout out to the men for also getting their dub for the week. Who else we got?
Hey, they getting me with these chips in the comments. Y'all, I've been at work since 5:45 this morning. Oh man, I just walked back in the door, so I'm patiently waiting for dinner. But until that happens, these kettle cooked salt and vinegar chips are holding me over. But but yeah, I kind of curbed the appetite a little bit with a couple chips, so I'm done smacking y'all's ear now. Rachel said my neighbors know when I'm watching Lady Balls, I'm usually yelling. Hey, well, as long as they know what's up, as long as they know, Rachel, when the game comes on, like, just know whatever happens, just don't be alarmed. Just roll with it.
Not only that, they know the outcome, right? So they know not to come mess with you.
Right.
If they hear the negative screaming and if they hear the celebration, they probably might want to take some shots with you or something, Rachel.
Right, that too. Before we get into our Black excellence, Lex, I think you got some news to share with the people. Do you? Don't you got some changes in your life? A little new addition.
Yeah, there have been some changes.
What's good?
I'm just really trying to get like Boog when I grow up. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be like Jay when I grow up. So most recently I accepted a position as a personal trainer at National Fitness Center in Oak Ridge. So come see me if y'all have some fitness and weight loss goals. So no, I mean I'm not gonna kill you and train you for sports specific things, unless you want to send me some athletes. But I'm excited. I'm about to step into the world of what Boog's been doing for years now. Getting up, having to go to the gym, having the clients, being able to communicate and relate to people on different levels. I'm truly excited. I'm not nervous. Most of the time when I start anything new, I'm like, oh God, how's this first day gonna be? I'm like, let's go.
Yeah, I mean, you've been doing it forever.
That's
It's
true.
just, I mean, you do it on the court. Now it's a little bit different, but I mean, we had the best strength coach in the country.
By far.
So I certainly take a lot of techniques and things that I learned with Heather into what I do, and then I just put my own little spin on it. So, nah, you definitely gonna kill it. It's a blast creating those relationships and really seeing people evolve and change and really hit their goals. So it's definitely fun. It doesn't feel like work,
Yeah.
especially when you have the right clients. Every now and then you get that one client where it's like, "Ooh, I hope they cancel today," but 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 uh but honestly, it really is rewarding. It's enjoying. So I'm excited to hear about it. When you start.
I start Monday. I'm hype. Over and probably the next couple of days they'll send me what I need as far as like scheduling and clients. The good thing about National Fitness is they got people coming in constantly. They don't have enough trainers, so I'm not walking in with the stress of the sales starting out. I mean, there's still a part. You know how it is. It's still a part of the job recruiting wise, getting more clients in, but I'm happy that I'm not starting like without anything, and it's just like okay, here's a couple, and I'm sure they'll give me a couple tests or whatnot. I did kill my interview. I remember what you said, Bug. I was eating it all up, took it all in. I freaked out when you ain't answer the phone, but I'm like, I got this. So I'm excited. I'm gonna be calling you though. Like, oh my God, Bug, this what happened? What should I do?
What I do? Nah, obviously everybody's gonna love you, especially Donna is the one in
Oak Ridge. Yeah, Oak Ridge.
so
Oak
y'all
Ridge.
definitely go swing by if y'all looking to get look, summer bodies are made in the winter,
Facts.
right? So while y'all bundled up, this is when you go get that work, all right, and step out with that summer body. So if any of y'all got health and wellness goals, definitely go holler at Lex.
Yeah,
Y'all
boy.
already know she's gonna take care of you. So definitely go check her out. Rachel said, "Come to Morristown. We need someone famous."
Hey, do y'all have a national fitness out there? Because if not, it don't even really matter. I could come do a group fitness class for the town of Morristown. We can go do that.
Donna said, "My body is a lost cause." Nah,
Nobody is
you
a lost cause.
you can get it back.
Facts. Now it might take a lot of work and discipline and a lot of life changes, but you can do it.
Oh, most definitely, most definitely. So yeah, make sure y'all go check Lex out over there at National Fitness. Um, real quick before we get into this segment of Black Excellence, let's shout out our sponsors real quick. Lex, let them
All right,
know
let's
who's
get
keeping
it.
this
Let's do it.
afloat.
Shout out to the people that allow us to put this podcast on. Volunteer Roadshow, built by the fans for the fans. Also, shout out to Billy Rattler's Tap 40 Grill, where again we will be having our watch party 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. with Orange Mountain Designs Terry Holder. So come get your Lady Ball gear if you're not already wearing it. Like I said, we are trying to flood the bar with orange, all right, so that we can compete and beat You Can't. You feel me? It's UConn for those who are listening and don't know what I'm talking about. Also, shout out to Orange Mountain Designs, your Lady Ball store since 2008. Alexis Hornbuckle basketball. I will be doing a camp partner with Ryan Goodson in Kingsport, Tennessee, February 20th. Details will be posted tonight. Be on the lookout for that. Just past it tutoring. Our guy Nelson Garcia in Miami, Florida, Florida, in Miami, Florida, where learning's made simple. That's where you can get all your tutoring mathematical needs, K through 12, including PSAT, SAT, and ACT prep. Our girl Jaimel Johnson, former Lady Ball Soccer, the gold standard fitness and sports performance training. Book, I could not hear what you told him earlier, but what you got going on here?
Honestly, right now, unless it's personal training, I'm kind of on a little hiatus from private training just due to my schedule. It's crazy. We'll be back up and running though as we get closer to um, April and May. We'll start to open up those privates again. Right now, I'm coaching high school soccer, a personal trainer. I'm grinding. So this first quarter of the year, I'm a little bit out of pocket when it comes to private training because I literally have one day that I don't work, and that's Sunday, God's day of rest.
Hey.
So, but definitely stay on the lookout. You know, TGS always ramps up come summertime. You know, get all those athletes right for their season. So definitely stay on the lookout. Keep you posted. However, before that time comes, you already know Alexis Hornbuckle basketball TGS. We can have some clinics and whatnot popping up. So definitely stay tuned. We'll have some flyers out and whatnot for different camps and clinics and stuff that we're doing. So stay on the lookout for that.
Absolutely. And if you want us to come do any type of camp or clinic in your area, reach out to us via Facebook or any social media, and one of us will get back to you. No promises that we can squeeze you in this 2022 summer or spring, but there's still fall in 2023. So reach out to us. We're excited about doing some things together. Shout out to Blue Water Climate Control, as always, where you get your AC and heating and HVAC needs. And Sam Strong. In case you didn't know, Bobby's son, Sam, is back at St. Jude's. He did beat leukemia. Unfortunately, the steroids that was given to him during chemo attacked his veins, and they were starting to all die, and he's having to have multiple surgeries and grafts done. So y'all continue to keep Sam in the prayers, Bobby in the prayers, and go to Volunteer Roadshow, and you can find out how to donate to Sam Strong. That'll be it for our sponsors. We appreciate y'all. We thank you for allowing us to keep this podcast going. Funny story, Book, before we get on to the rest of the show and closing this out. So I had an interview today, by the way, next month. Look out on PBS East Knoxville. Just did an interview today. So that's going to be coming out soon. And I did it at the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame, which was very fun. But we were talking about, podcasts and production because they came and one of their legs on the tripod was broken and they didn't know. I said, oh, the woes of production, right? And I told him, I said, listen, our first podcast took 2 hours to set up.
Oh my gosh.
We had iPad, computer, GoPro, mini cam, 2-3 ring lights. It was crazy. All to come to find out that we can do it with a computer and occasionally some extra lighting.
Yeah.
But
we thought we had it on point as a production crew. We was like, oh, this about to be dope. We got this made. This banner behind us, had a banner made. Oh man, we had lights everywhere. We thought this was a real live podcast set.
Oh yeah.
Filming all of it. Then come to find, then the iPad dies. Man, the GoPro dies. And we like, oh my God, did we get footage? We ain't know where to look. My phone or Lex's phone ran out of space.
Yep.
We was just like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do?
We didn't know which camera to look at. Matter of fact, we didn't even look at the camera. Remember, we was just having a conversation with each other like this, y'all. This the whole first 2 episodes.
Oh my gosh, guys, it was dreadful. It was dreadful. But eventually, once I got all that stuff on a hard drive, so one of these days when I go through my hard drive, we're gonna show some bloopers from the very beginning. Maybe on our 100th episode, we're gonna bust down on the bloopers of behind the scenes with me and Lex. It was pure comedy. It was comedy. So those early episodes of the Collective were a struggle, boy.
Oh man.
And then we learned just get an Apple computer and a ring light and you'll be straight.
Good. We good now. Look, y'all can hear us. Y'all can see us. We Gucci. Look, I even turn my brightness. You know what I'm saying? I can turn.
But yeah, Lex. So let's talk about who we highlighting for Black History Month.
All right, so we
2022.
are, yeah, 2022 Black History Month. Right here on the Collective Unfiltered, we're going to highlight actually a fellow Tennessean, born and raised in Oak Ridge, Tennessee. And if you know, as I'm describing and bringing this up, if you guess it, go ahead and drop that name in the comments. So, born and raised in Oak Ridge, Tennessee, went to Oak Ridge High School back in the 90s. She was also a former Lady Ball. Okay. Um, then after post college, after playing, she went on to become an assistant coach for Pat Summit. We getting any names yet, Book?
Nope, no names
No
yet.
names yet. All right. Um, I'm reading.
Yep,
I'm reading off
Rachel
some.
got it.
Rachel got it. All right. So as you know, Nikki Caldwell Fargus, aka Caldwell to us forever and for life. She was known for her defensive play and her three-point shooting. She obviously played for the University of Tennessee Lady Vols under Coach Pat Summit. She then later became an assistant for Pat Summit for many, many years, where she transitioned after Coach was gone. She transitioned over to LSU, where she had a 10-year stint from 2011 to 2021 as that coach, took them to do on some great things. But prior to that, excuse me, because I did jump ship, she actually in '08, I remember this, she went to UCLA. Even though I was graduating, I heard she was leaving, and I was like, what? Caldwell's leaving Knoxville? But she went and did some great things with those players over there out west, then came back home to the SEC, where she spent 10 years at LSU. As you know now, she is the president of the WNBA team, the Las Vegas Aces. Um,
Just hired a beast.
just hired a beast, a legend in and of herself, Becky Hammond as the head coach.
That $1 million contract.
$1 million contract. And you know what? Since we mentioned $1 million contract, not right now, we'll come back to this, but this is the question I'm going to pose. How do y'all feel about that? Because there have been players publicly stating that it's not fair that the coaches are being paid 4 or 5 times more than the max salary player. But I digress. We'll get back to that statement and question. So Lady Ball, Bruin, a Lady Bruin, and then a Lady Tiger. And now not coaching, not needing permission to go recruit. She's the woman. She is the president of a WNBA team, y'all. Do y'all hear me? Nikki Caldwell has worked her way up the ladder. She is also a broadcaster for the
She's
SEC
killing it on the
network.
screen too.
For the SEC network. And I know that there's many, many more things to come.
Absolutely.
So shout out to you, Nick. You helped me tremendously in school. She kept me out of trouble. I know I was a knucklehead, but nothing but love and respect for you, Caldwell, and just appreciate you setting a great example for Black women all over and little young Black girls all over the world.
Yeah, definitely shout out to Nikki. She was awesome. She was always welcoming to me as well. We've hung out. Well, I've hung out with her quite a few times with Lex. Just a great person, always great. I love her energy. She's awesome, and she's really, really doing big things in front of the camera, behind the scenes with the Aces, and of course, being able to get Becky Hammond. I think Becky Hammond combined with Nikki as a president, I think they definitely gonna do big things in the upcoming seasons. So
Facts.
So yeah, so let's talk about this players or coaches being paid 3 times the amount of players. We did if you haven't heard about Liz Cambridge, she made a couple comments that have really kind of sparked the conversation. Of course, Becky Hammond was offered a massive contract in the WNBA as a head coach, and especially with her experience coming from being an assistant with the San Antonio Spurs, I do think that she's, personally, I think she's very much deserving of that salary, for sure. Now, when it comes to the players and max contracts and not being paid as much as the coaches, whew, I don't know, Lex. You've been a player. You give it that perspective.
It's a double-edged sword. I mean, let's just be real about it. It's a double-edged sword. Like you said, she's well deserving of that number, of that $1 million contract. But when you're talking about $1 million contract in a league that can't even pay their players half a mil,
Yeah.
let alone a mil. So as a player, it's like, dang, I'm the one that's sacrificing my body. I'm the one that's, going up and down and having to travel, having to go overseas or play in this other league or rely on money coming in from other places. And you get to sit here and, go back and forth about what players you want and make decisions and draw plays and take the wins and the losses and that's that. But at the end of the day, yeah, Denise just said it. Becky paid her dues. I mean, she was one of those extremely underpaid players because the
She was
salary what it
really
is.
underpaid when she
Oh,
played.
absolutely. Absolutely. So she's already kind of set that stage and been a part of that. And I know the era that we're in. We want equality. We want the fairness. We want the equal pay. We want it all. And as much progress that has already happened, we are far from where we need to be in women's sports as a whole. When we're talking about the salary and the pay, what gets sticky is, as a player, are you really gonna get so mad that you're gonna sit out a season because your coach is making $1 million? Like for me, I got a coach that they want to pay a meal. I got a coach that's a WNBA All-Star, like a legend.
Legend.
Uh,
Only female to coach in the NBA.
Facts. Well, Kara Lawson was with the Celtics. But Kara did not lead or be the head coach. Like in summer league, Becky was the Spurs head coach. So it you have that. You have the fact that the USA Olympic team just disrespected her by never picking her up, and she chose to play with the Russian national team. I mean, we can just go tit for tat if we're going to talk about feelings being hurt. You know what I'm saying? So I think that, like you said, she's paid her due. She's been with the men. The men give her respect. The women already respected her. They know her by name. They've either played against her or with her, or grew up watching her play. But when you have respect on all cylinders from professional NFL NBA players and WNBA players, I think that $1 million is deserved. I mean, college coaches are making that. Why wouldn't a professional coach?
Exactly. And also in the same breath, when you talk about sitting out a season, because of that, I understand standing on, what you believe in, what you think is fair and right. But ultimately, if we're being realistic, you sitting out the season, you just doing that isn't going to change anything.
Yeah.
It's not. Unfortunately, like you said, you're still a long way to go to get that changed. So why sit out a season when you also have a coach that is very capable of taking you to a WNBA championship?
Yeah.
And you have the team, to be able to get there, and you're going to sit out. You know what I mean? I just think she might have jumped the gun a little bit in that statement.
Yeah, I think so too. Like, come give it a chance. What can you learn? What can you do? Now, if you get there and nothing's being taught to you, coach don't know what they're doing, you're not winning games. All right, now let's talk. But it ain't even training camp yet. We ain't had a draft yet. What we talking about? You know what I mean? Like, hold your horses, because at the end of the day, the pay is what it is, and it took years for it to get there, right? It's not by you or anybody else deciding like, oh, this is not fair, this, that, and the third. Yes, draw attention to the conversation. Keep the conversation going. Absolutely. But do it in a way where it's not like you're trying to buck the entire system, right? Like, you doing that or wanting to sit out or bringing it up in that matter is not going to get you $1 million as a player this season.
Right.
So I don't know. I understand that you should speak up for what you believe in, what you feel, absolutely. But at the end of the day, it just is what it is.
Yeah. Denise said Becky paid her dues. Liz has her own personal battle going on. PJ said, I think more people would get behind it had it not come from Liz. Let someone more committed make the comment. And Rachel said, you chose to sit out, may not be able to play next season. Definitely all valid statements.
Yeah, all valid statements. And as far as next season, as long as she has, I mean, she can. If she's a free agent, she's good. Now, if the Aces hold her rights for like another season, like if they still have her rights and she wants to come back, then they could opt out and not bringing her back. You know how that goes. But then that enters into, more of the trades, and we'll give up this for that, tick for tat type thing. But it'll also open up their salary cap. So
yeah, for sure. But definitely gonna have to wait and see what happens. I'm definitely interested to see how this plays out.
Oh yeah. I'm still congratulating you, Kyle Whip. All right. Still big shout out. And it's crazy just to see that it came through because, getting with Nikki this summer and just hearing her projections of, how she wanted the season to go and possible head coaching candidates and what she was able to lock down is amazing.
Yeah, definitely. She's definitely making moves out there in Vegas for sure. She hit the ground running. So
shout out to you for starting off Black History Month here with the Collective Unfiltered. Strong, Caldwell. I love it. Fargus, Nikki Fargus. Yeah, but her husband knows I call her Caldwell for life, so it's all good, y'all. It's another person.
Facts.
Shout out to you too, Justin. That's my guy. Nikki's a great coach. Nikki helped me a lot as a player, practice games, but even just studying in the game and understanding it on a different level. 1 second.
No, Nikki definitely kept you alone. Definitely.
But how much the players' income has increased? Yeah, Denise, absolutely. The money's going up, and it's going to continue to go up. And I hope that in the next 1 to 3 years that we do have $1 million WNBA players, especially with all these new leagues forming that are paying these players to play. Even though it's not a salary of a WNBA, they're still getting paid to play, and they're playing against quality players, former WNBA, NCAA athletes, or even in the Vegas League that's happening right now. There's current WNBA players out there playing. So there's things developing and happening where the WNBA is going to have to make a choice. Otherwise, there won't be a WNBA.
Yeah. And in the same breath, we as fans, we got to support the league and watch the players. Especially, even if you just watch our Lady Vols that are still in the league, even if you just supporting them, like watch when they play, but, support and continue to raise that awareness and get more people involved in watching women's basketball. Of course, it's been awesome how the NBA has started to really show their support for the WNBA. You sitting courtside with LeBron and Chris Paul and, D Wade, all those guys supporting the women is awesome. So that's definitely huge. So just continue to support and we'll see what happens.
Absolutely. Y'all, as always, we appreciate y'all tuning in, checking out. Thank you for your patience. We know we're moving around the dates. Obviously, we'll be back to our regular scheduled program Monday nights at 7 p.m. starting next week. And hopefully we will be having a victorious conversation about beating UConn at UConn. For those of you that might have stopped in early on this podcast, this Sunday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., Orange Mountain Designs will be in the building at Tap 40 Grill. That's exit 112, 7535 Connor Road. Wear all the orange you can. Bring all the orange you can. If you don't have any, that's okay. Wear something Lady Vol. And guess what? Terry Holder will have it in the building for you to buy. So come on through, come support, go Lady Vols. And until next time, boy, what they supposed to do?
Hey, until next time, y'all already know. First and foremost, support our Lady Vols this weekend and tomorrow against Florida. And lastly, remember to be unfiltered in your truth. We'll catch y'all next week. Y'all already know what's up.